We have a court order for counseling, and the counseling, and we're following. We have not agreed which Black's Law dictionary to use to define visitation and such. I'm not asking you to say anything. Just take a report. Serge made 3 phone calls.
Child. That's a civil issue. It's not criminal. If you're reporting a criminal violation, then we can take a report for criminal activity, but we don't take reports for civil violations. You have to actually follow up through the civil courts in order to have that happen.
I know, but
if that makes sense.
But if I document with my means of what happened tonight,
we don't document things that we have no way to prove. We're not going to investigate it.
Well, I know.
So we wouldn't
you could just take
document
my word
hearsay.
for it, and then.
No, that's not what's happening. Here's what I'm going to.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. I'm trying to tell you. You may just take my word for it, and I document the text messages and the calls, and then if needed, I retrieve the police report.
No, you do your own, because we do not take reports for civil matters. We just don't do that. That's not our protocol.
Well, I'm not sure what civil means, but
civil means it's not criminal. You need to follow up with the court.
I think you're the one that told me about the phrase about infringement of parental rights, if you remember.
No, I don't think I am. Nope.
What's your
I've never
first
dealt
name?
with you on that. I've dealt with you on other things. I'm Officer Thielen.
What things have we dealt with?
Oh, let's see. There was an argument with you and your sister at one point. There was an issue with an argument between you and your mother.
I don't recall.
Yeah, that was a while ago. But I know the address and I recognize your name.
I didn't argue with my sister or my mother. I respect them both.
Okay.
They may have argued with me or something, but
First, I'm going to need to interrupt you there, okay?
Okay.
I've explained to you the process that we need to follow. Okay, you need to contact the civil courts. They are the people who can help you with circumstances like this. You don't have a court order. You don't have any type of civil custody. You have to follow up with a judge, with the courts, in order to make that happen. If a judge orders a police officer to enforce that, that is when we can do it. We don't take any reports.
I know. Okay.
Based on,
all right, sir. Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Would you discriminate against me practicing my faith, the Christian faith, and me being a father?
That question makes absolutely no sense. Are you saying that I'm discriminating
tonight I
against
could
you?
have played, I don't know, played some toys with my daughter. That's parenting. That's being a father.
Well, that question makes absolutely no sense. What are you asking me? Are you asking me if I'm discriminating against you? Is that what you're saying?
You or your organization, yeah, and not taking reports that I could use future in court?
If you want, tell you what, here's what I'm going to suggest. You can contact and you can ask to speak with the supervisor, okay? It's either Sergeant Matos or Sergeant Weishar.
Sir, I called.
You can speak with them. I'm not going to argue with you. I've done this before, and I'm going to put an end to this conversation at this point. I've explained to you the process that you need to follow. There's nothing that I'm going to do.
Actually, sir, I called the dispatcher. I asked the dispatcher to file a report, and they relay the call to you to call me back for the report, not to talk to me.
They do that and have us talk to you. So I've talked to you.
No, not to talk to me, to take down a report, sir.
No, we don't do that under these circumstances. I'm sorry. Well, we don't do that under these. There's what we call a CAD report that's stating that you called, if that's helpful.
A what?
But there is not it's called a CAD report. It just states that you called and that I advised you it was a civil matter and to seek civil assistance.
But you can't give legal advice, can you?
I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm telling you that you can seek advice. Sir, I'm going to hang up on you here if we can't solve this out here.
But sir, I've done this before many times. It was simple and fast. What?
Okay. Well, I'm telling you the process that you need to follow. Okay. And we're not going to stay on the line here. I will advise the sergeant. I would suggest calling the sergeant if you don't agree with my service. Okay.
What's the best number? And I'll get off the line.
You can call 911 and you can say that I need to speak with the supervisor.
And ask for the sergeant.
Yep.
And they can file a report for me.
They're not going to file a report for you. They're just going to explain to you the process. If you don't believe me, if you feel I'm somehow discriminating against you, by all means, make any complaint that you want.
No, not against me, but against my faith. I'm free to practice the faith of being a parent.
Not. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm not even going to entertain that conversation.
Well,
so I'm going to end the conversation.
Okay.
You can contact them. I'll let them know that you're going to call. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Look at that, huh? Yeah, tonight, my parental rights been infringed upon. I sent a couple messages out that I'd like to see the daughter. No response. No response on phone calls. Trucking life, man. And police just want to argue with you based on a profile they have.